first drag, the air turns heavy. The walls move slow, and my thoughts melt like wax. Every breath I take feels like I'm filling my lungs with truth. Something raw, something the sober world can't name. Ash on my jeans, silence in the frame. The lighters glow, knows me by name. Every breath a memory, every puff a sin. But I'm too far gone to begin again. Ceiling cracks start to look like maps. Every line I trace pulls me back. Time folds soft like paper smoke. The world's a joke, I finally get the joke. Mind unwinds in slow reverse. Reality speaks in a foreign verse. Some truths you feel before you learn. Some fires you light just to watch them burn. Everything starts with a breath. Everything starts with a breath. The smoke don't lie, it only reflects. Everything starts with a breath. Hands tremble slow, but my mind feel wide. Visions crawl out from the corners inside. The room don't move, but I swear it sways. Every thought bends, every color decays. My shadow talks, tells me I ain't real. Says truth's not what you see, it's what you feel. Maybe the world's just a loop of smoke. We fade, reform, and hell leave. My lungs heavy, but my soul feels light. Drifting through the walls of another night. If this is the start, I don't need the end. Just let the haze speak, it's my only friend. The lighter flicks again. Same flame, different thought. I wonder if I breathe deep enough, will I finally disappear or become everything?
They say the world falls apart. I say let it run like wet. Watch it melt, I'll wake up clearer. Let the city drip, let the colors slide. Slow collapse, but my mind's alive. Let the walls pour down, let the skyline sway. I see things now in a clearer way. Paint runs off the billboards, letters bend and slide. Neon puddles form where all the secrets hide. Pavement folding like pages in a book I never read. Street names melt the silence, I keep moving head to head. I used to count the rules like coins in a closed fist. Now I feel the weight loosen every time I twist. Smoke is a lens, yeah, it blurs then it reveals. Tender little fractures where the buried truth seals. Slow like syrup, slow like clocks that forget to swing. Time unravels corners where I used to clip the king. Every collapse a lesson, gravity's soft sermon. World, let's go a shape, my thoughts become certain. When the glass runs down, I watch what's left inside. All the noise dissolves, only meaning survives. Let the city drip, let the colors slide. Slow collapse, but my mind's alive. Let the walls pour down, let the skyline sway. I see things melts in the rivers, horn notes bend like reeds. Lights dissolve the halos, praying for my needs. I drive through liquefied streets with a cigarette glow. Every puddle holds a memory I used to forego. Voices slow like syrup, talking in half frames. Old promises liquefy and forget their names. But clarity creeps in when structure used to be. The fewer lines that hold me, the more that I can see. My hands on the wheel feel wiser than before. I navigate the ruins, they teach me how to soar. If the sky is falling slow, I study every slant. Take the ash of what was, turn it into chant. Slow collide, teach me how to read the empty spaces where my answers bleed. Slow collapse, show me what's unsaid. The smoke rise maps where my feet should tread. Buildings melt to stories written in soft clay. People peel like posters, faces fade away. But inside a thin and void there's a bright calm light. Not loud, not pretty, but honest in the night. I pack the past in pockets that dissolve with rain. There's no more weight to carry, only lessons in their stain. My head clears as the world loses its armor and its shape. I rid the bones of things and find the narrow escape. Smoke isn't poison, it's a translator of the real. It strips the gloss and shows the edges we conceal. So let the skyline sag, let the towers fall in peace. My mind's a thinner glass, and in that glass there's clearness. Let the city drip, let the colors slide. Slow collapse, but my mind's alive. Let the walls pour down, let the skyline sway. I see things now in a clearer way. World melts slow, I watch and learn, breath by breath. The fog peels back when everything dissolves. What's left is true. Light leaks through the blind, smoke curls slow. I see someone looking back, but he's moving when I don't. In a mirror made of smoke, I fade, I flow. The face I know begins to choke. Deep breeze when I breathe, sighs when I blink. The reflection that breathes back makes me think. Ashes on my sleeve, yesterday's perfume. Every thought of ghosts walking in this room. My eyes blur shapes, could be me, could be air. But the smoke forms words I never dare. It tells me you ain't lost, you just hiding deep. In the clouds reflection, secrets creep. Each drag is a question, each call for prayer. I exhale pieces of who I was there. The glass can lie, but smoke can't fake. Shows was truly yesterday. In a mirror made of smoke, I fade, I flow. The face I know begins to choke. He breathes when I breathe, sighs when I blink. The reflection that breathes back makes me think. Sideways, ceiling drips like I see two of me, one wrong, one right. But neither one speaks, they just watch me burn. A lesson in silence, the way souls learn. Eyes red, thoughts go true, feeling heavy. Past life rolling like the smoke already. If pain got shape, it looked like this haze. Soft edges, but cuts in strange ways. You can't hide from a mirror made of smoke. It don't just it just flows. It don't show your face, it shows your soul's tone. And that's where I met me, alone. I tried to wipe it clean, but my hand went through. You can't clear smoke, it clears you. And somewhere inside I saw the truth bend. It whispered, boy, you don't break, you transcend. Now I breathe with it, not against the haze. Each puff another step through the maze. The mirror fades, but the voice remains. You found yourself inside the flame. Mirror made of smoke, I fade, I float. The face I know begins to choke. He breathes when I breathe, sighs when I blink. The reflection that breathes back makes me think. He breathes back. Nothing in my head, but I see too much. Silence hums, truth touches. Inhale, exhale. Third eye empty, world turns slow. Nothing in my mind, but I still know. Still see the waves when the tide don't show. Sometimes nothing means everything, though. Thoughts felt quiet, ash on the floor. Words too heavy to speak anymore. Smoke made patterns, showed me signs. The less I chase, the more aligned. I used to run from quiet like it could bite. Now I let it crawl up, feel the night. Space inside me started to bloom. From the hollow grew a different truth. When the noise dies down, the vision gets real. Can't fake silence, can't fake what you. Third eye on empty, world turns slow. Nothing in my mind, but I still know. Still see the waves when the tide don't show. Sometimes nothing means everything, though. I seen gods in graffiti, omens in ash. Whole life rewound in a puff, then flash, mirror crack. Still held my face, lost my thoughts, but I gained my grace. Brain on pause, but my soul on play. The less I think, the more I stay. All those dreams that used to scream now just hum beneath the beam. Empty head, heavy soul, lost control, but I feel whole. Let it spin, let it fade. Every truth comes when the thought decays. I ain't broken, I'm just less full, less full. Took out the noise, now the silence rules, silence rules. Every breath a mirror, every blink a gate, blink a gate. Every empty moment's how I meditate. They say the third eye burns, maybe so. Mine just smokes, slow, steady glow. Nothing left but a steady beat, steady beat. And that's where heaven and dirt both. Third eye on empty, world turns slow. Nothing in my mind, but I still know. Still see the waves when the tide don't show. Sometimes nothing means everything, though. The less I hold, the more I see. Empty never meant lost. And then nothing open. Faint radio hears distant on the road. I've turned the dial to heaven, only static spoke back. Static, God talk to me through the haze. I see your face flickering the waves. Faith ain't clear, it hums and breaks. Every prayer's just noise I make. Static, God talk to me through the haze. I see your face flickering the waves. Faith ain't clear, it hums and breaks. Every prayer's just noise I make. I lit a spark, maybe he heard the flame. Maybe silence got too tired to stay the same. Cross on the wall, blink once, then twice. Guess even holy lights can glitch at night. Preachers sell Wi-Fi to the divine. Say pay your dues, get a cleaner line. But my smoke curls up, it don't need proof. If God's out there, he loves the uncouth. Static fills the gaps where angels talk. Every hum a sermon, every crack a shot. Static, God talk to me through the haze. I see your face flickering the waves. Faith ain't clear, it hums and breaks. Every prayer's just noise I make. Yeah, I heard it once, deep in distortion. Said you don't need temples, just proportion. Maybe God's a beat, maybe he's delayed. Maybe face a song we loop all day. Smoke in the air, turns blue, turns white. I breathe belief, it bites, ignites. If chaos made me, then I'll pray to the mess. My halo's crooked, but it's still impressed. Static is in silence, it's 1,000 voices blurred. Every hiss, every crackle, something wants to be heard. Maybe faith was never meant to be clean. Maybe God lives in the noise between. Static, God talk to me through the haze. I see your face flickering the waves. Faith ain't clear, it hums and breaks. Every prayer's just noise I make. Static, God talk to me through the haze. I see your face flicker in the waves. Faith ain't clear, it hums and breaks. Yourself. Everything's melting, but it feels like I've been here before. And time rolls backward, faces blur and glow. Every step I take, I've already known. Smoke curls up like memory undone. The clock spins slow, but the dream runs on. Time rolls backwards, places blur and glow. Every step I take, I've already known. Smoke curls up like memory undone. The clock spins slow, but the dream runs on. Streetlight flickers, same as 98. Same cold wind, same twist of fate. Voices from corners I thought I left, whispering truths my lungs still kept. Ash on the dashboard, ghost in the rear. Yesterday's song still ringing in my ear. Can't tell if I'm high or haunted or both. Every puff rewinds another oath. I don't move, time does, but tonight it moves wrong. And time rolls backward, faces blur and glow. Every step I take, I've already known. Smoke curls up like memory undone. The clock spins slow, but the dream runs on. Liquor store lights hum like a broken film. Street signs bend or rise and dim. I touch the wall, it breathes like lawns. Maybe the past ain't gone, just hung. Every exhale paints a frame I miss. Every inhale drags me into the mist. The night rewinds, I lose my age. Feel 17 with a cosmic rage. If the universe replays, I hope I see it clear. If pain loops again, I'll smoke through the fear. No need for clocks, I feel the spin. Time's a spiral, I'm falling in. Time rolls backward, faces blur and glow. Every step I take, I've already known. Smoke curls up like memory undone. The clock spins slow, but the dream runs on. It's not the past coming back, it's me. Still there.
The smoke talk's different when you listen close. Not the streets, not the crowd. The part you keep inside. They call me back like echoes, I answer.
Voices in the cloud, they call my name. Half truths and echoes, nothing stays the same. I hear my past breathe, I hear my future doubt. Voices in the cloud, I'm talking back now.
Whispered sentences curl around the room, familiar and foreign like a song in a different tune. Remember when? A voice in velvet smoke. Remember why? Another one provokes. I answer softly, I remember and forget. Stack memories like ash that I can't sweep yet. Some voices please, they don't go so fast. Others laugh,
move on, that pain won't last.
In the cloud they trade my sins like poker chips. Deal me another thought, then watch it slip. I count the reasons, but the reasons multiply. Each inhale births a question, each exhale says goodbye. They ain't strangers, they're the frames of me. Every crack, every scar, a voice in the sea.
Voices in the cloud, they call my name. Half truths and echoes, nothing stays the same. I hear my past breathe, I hear my future doubt. Voices in the cloud, I'm talking back now.
You left someone, you left home.
Left to find a place where I could be alone.
You chased a high that stole your sleep.
Sleep's for the living, I'm awake and deep.
You used to sing, you used to laugh.
I still do, but the mirror cracked the hair.
What do you want from this flame?
To map the dark,
To learn my name.
they trade my sins like currency of storms. Every memory folds into new forms. I sip the hiss, taste away the truth. In the cloud, I bargain for the rest of you.
Listen close, they know the corners where I hide. They keep the keys to rooms I never tried. Speak slow, they show me what I won't confess. And in the smoke I find the rest.
Some say forgive, some say forget the pain. Some say you're sculpted, some say you're in vain. I hear a lullaby from the boy I was then, and a sermon from the man who learned to bend. I answer every whisper with the same small flame. Show me who I am, not the one I blame. The cloud replies with a chorus, low and proud. You're a collection of echoes, you're more than loud. So I breathe in chorus, breathe out a new line. The voices don't leave, they rearrange the time. They teach me how to listen when the world gets loud. They teach me how to speak when I'm wrapped in cloud. Voices in the cloud, they call my name. Half truths and echoes, nothing stays the same. I hear my past breathe, I hear my future doubt. Voices in the cloud, I'm talking back now. They never stop talking, but now I talk with them. Not lost, not cured, just listening. And that's enough for the night.
Light it slow, listen close. There's an audience in every exhale.
The smoke knows everything I hide, sees truth behind my eyes. It carries every secret I can't say, and drifting gray, it keeps my faith. The smoke knows everything I hide, it sees truth behind my eyes.
I watch the flame lick the paper like a prayer. Finger stained with ash like maps nobody shares. Words I swallowed live in the curl of the cloud. They climb the ceiling, speak my name out loud. Neighbors sleep, but the rooftops awake. City breeze in rhythm with the choices I make. I fold my past into a small white roll, light it. See the lines where I once sold my soul. Smoke writes footnotes in the margins of my night. Shows me little truths I never could recite. Not God, not judge, just a patient glass, reflecting what I bury when the memories pass. It don't gossip, it testifies. It don't forgive, it clarifies.
And drifting gray, it keeps my faith. The smoke knows everything I hide, it sees truth behind my eyes.
Some call it madness, some call it grace. I call it the mirror that won't show my face. It draws my edges soft, blurs the lines I fear. Makes the ugly honest when the coast is clear. Preacher on the corner praying for a sign, but the signal's weak. I only get static in time. The smoke comes scripture in a language I know. Parts the noise so the small truths glow. It knows the debts I never wrote down, knows the names I call when the lights go out. It keeps my vows like a ledger in gray, balances the ledger in its own slow way. When you can't face the mirror, find the cloud. When confession tastes like metal, let the smoke speak for you. Maybe answers ain't lines to cross, maybe they're the space between. Maybe faith is listening to the hiss and learning to be still. I learned to trust the hush more than a hymn. Found that silence often hides where truth begins. The smoke taught me pattern my tongue couldn't name. Map my fears with no desire for fame.
it showed me how to fold regret into a small glow, how to carry it gentle when the cold winds blow. It didn't fix, it only showed the seams, and in the unraveling I found quiet means. So I passed the flame, let the ember write, let the smoke confess what I refuse by light. If the world's a stage and I'm here for a show, the smoke takes my lines and tells me what I know. Oh, the smoke knows everything I hide. It sees truth behind my eyes. It carries every secret I can't say. In drifting gray it keeps my faith. The smoke knows everything I hide. It sees truth behind my eyes. We don't know much, only that the smoke remembers. Maybe tomorrow is louder. Maybe tomorrow answers. Or maybe the only honest witness is the one that moves between us and keeps a ledger in a gray that never colors.